Athlete her whole career and would be, or is enjoying being part of Grand Slam. Sian Salmon, decent draw for her in 7 years. She was 6th in the hurdle event. Just need to judge this right, the athletes. I think Sydney will certainly be able to do that. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, done this so many times, such a great exponent over all the sprints, never mind with there's hurdles in the way. Relle Clayton, 32-year-old Jamaican, has run a flat 400 already this year, and a fairly swift 52.3 thereabouts. Not too far off that personal best you can see in the caption. Adanet Knight, her teammate, similarly indoors for her though, 52.8. Normally you run quicker outdoors than indoors. So this is Piës of the Netherlands, a big part of the Dutch very successful 4x4 and mixed 4x4 squad that does so well at Olympics and Worlds. And then Cassandra Tate of the USA on the inside. Just might find the others moving away from her here, particularly I think with Piës in the lane 3. Just got held a little bit longer by the starter there, but they're away and gone. McLaughlin-Levrone already making up ground, and we've just had a pull-up from Relle Clayton, who's pulled up in the first 100 meters, maybe trying to hang on to the American, who knows. Going very quickly, Cassandra Tate, right on the inside, has started exceptionally quickly through the first 200 meters. But it's McLaughlin-Levrone out in lane 6, smoothly making their way around the top end. Cassandra Tate, eyed on the inside, has run an excellent first 300, but is she going to pay for that as they come into the wind in the home straight? Sydney out on her own as we expected it to be, then it's going to be a real scrap for the minor places behind her. Tate is just starting to tread water in the home straight there, but it's Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone who's going to come through to make it 2 wins in the women's long hurdles. It's 50.32. Knight just took 2nd place. It was tough out there. The wind was never going to make that easy, but the victory was never really in doubt. It was just a case of how quick and by how far. Well, the answer was almost 2 seconds, which in the 400 meters is a long, long way. It has to be said, though, that Knight has run her season's best, and Dalilah Muhammad in the 52-second mark. But there's our winner. There's our slam winner, our final slam winner of the first Grand Slam track. As we said, if you're going to run that quick for 400 hurdles, of course you can run quick on the flat.
Yeah, being able to run 48 seconds in the flat 4 as a 4 hurdler is unheard of. She ran 22 seconds into a headwind in the 200 last season. So speed-wise, she's not even comparable to some of these women out here. So I think she may even surprise us later on in the year and say, look, I'm going to go to the World Championships to run the 4.
Or maybe the 800.
I don't know about that.
I would love to see her run an 800 or 2, but I don't know if she wants to.
But I mean, really, just going through the motions here and just securing the money, you know, it's an easy 400,000 for her if she goes through all 4 and dominates the way she's doing. But if she wants to really test herself and test some of the other competitors and show what she can do in other events, she's gonna jump in that long sprints and go against some of those other women in that 4 and that deuce.
Well, MJ enjoyed it. You may hear the party's already started here in the stadium. There was a big win that Cassandra Tate went through the first 300 meters. She must have only been about 4 or 5 meters behind her, but look where she finished in the end.
Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone once more reminded the track and field world why she stands at the very summit of her discipline, producing a breathtaking victory in the women's 400-meter hurdles at the Grand Slam track meet in Kingston. Just 24 hours after her triumph in the flat 400, the American superstar delivered another dazzling showcase of athletic brilliance, stopping the clock at 50.32 seconds despite the swirling winds on the Jamaican capital's track. It marked her 2nd victory of the weekend, sending a loud and clear message that she is operating on a different plane compared to anyone else in the event. The race featured a lineup filled with both established names and rising contenders. Dalilah Muhammad, her longtime rival and one of the most decorated hurdlers in history, lined up for what she has declared will be her farewell season. Jamaica's Adanet Knight and Relle Clayton carried the hopes of the home crowd, while the Netherlands was represented by Piës, a key piece of their world-class relay squad. The American veteran Cassandra Tate launched an all-out attack from lane 1, blazing through the opening half with intensity. However, her aggressive gamble backfired. Her legs betrayed her in the final 100 meters, and she slipped well down the order. Clayton, meanwhile, pulled up early, leaving the remaining challengers to chase shadows. As the stagger unwound, McLaughlin-Levrone glided down the backstretch with serenity and control, her stride as smooth as silk. Every hurdle looked effortless, her rhythm unshakable, her technique precise. By the time the race rounded into the home stretch, Sydney had carved out an unmistakable lead. The contest for silver became a dramatic duel, with Knight digging deep to edge into second, but the outcome at the front was never in question. Sydney had dismantled the field from the first stride to the last. Her victory was not just dominant, it was historic in its authority. In the unforgiving world of the 400-meter hurdles, winning by nearly 2 seconds is almost unthinkable. Yet Sydney made it appear routine, underscoring her rare fusion of sprinting speed, technical artistry, and unbreakable focus. The fact that she continues to produce times in the low 50s so consistently speaks volumes about her talent. She already owns the world record in the discipline, and judging by her sharpness in Kingston, the record books may soon need another update. Even beyond her hurdles dominance, Sydney's versatility continues to stun observers. She has sprinted a 48-second flat 400 and produced a 22-second clocking over 200 meters into a stiff headwind. Whispers in the athletics community suggest that she might one day tackle the 800 meters, a move that would push her endurance to new frontiers. Whether she embraces that challenge remains uncertain, but one reality is undeniable. McLaughlin-Levrone is redefining what it means to be a 400-meter hurdler, stretching the limits of what was previously thought possible. This performance also served as a sparkling highlight of the inaugural Grand Slam track series, a bold new project spearheaded by Olympic legend Michael Johnson. Designed to attract the best athletes on the planet, the series consists of 4 major annual meets and offers prize money far beyond what the sport has traditionally provided. Sydney's double win in Kingston earned her $100,000, a payday that reflects the ambition of the event and its potential to address the financial shortcomings professional athletes have long endured. But the Grand Slam track initiative is not only about money, it's about reshaping the culture of athletics. By offering structure, storytelling, and rewards worthy of elite talent, it aims to propel the sport into a new era of visibility and respect. With traditional meets often lacking in audience engagement and with sponsorships failing to provide enough stability, this model could change the game. The debut in Kingston proved that when packaged with energy and vision, track and field has the power to captivate crowds and generate lasting excitement. The crowd inside the Jamaican stadium felt that magic firsthand. Every race fed the electricity, but Sydney's back-to-back brilliance was the heartbeat of the weekend. Her poise under pressure, her staggering performance levels, and her aura of inevitability reminded everyone present that they were witnessing not just victories, but history in the making. As the Grand Slam track circuit prepares to travel across the globe in future editions, it promises to give sprinters, hurdlers, and distance stars a worldwide platform. And at the center of this new frontier stands Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, a champion who embodies both excellence and evolution. With her speed, strength, and vision, she is not only rewriting records but reshaping the very identity of the sport.